akapiga bibi yangu hapa, kaanguka chini, kwenda kuamka akapiga kichwa mtoto na rungu.
She was unconscious and she had a bump on the left head.
And whoever beat my child, kama alijua that it was accidentally, mbona hajajitokeza kuja kuniambia sorry for that?
Why is it taking long for you to identify the police officer that clobbered Baby Samantha?
When police officers came knocking, the family of Samantha Pendo had no idea that a quiet night will turn into one of tears and chaos, but it did. Tonight on Case Files, Our Love Pendo, a special edition. This is the face of hope, anger, and pain. Images frozen in time. A life cut short barely 6 months into his existence. Samantha Pendo, 6 months old, is a story that has been told through pain, a death that captured national attention and one that has left a permanent scar in the lives of a mother and father. When Lanza Achieng decided to get married to Joseph Abanja, the two wanted what every other couple will want in their homes: children. But twice trying to get a child and the couple were not lucky, until finally, and after what they told Case Files was a difficult delivery, the two were lucky. Their homestead was marked by the arrival of a newborn child named Pendo. Love in English, the mother and father say they were grateful. Their prayers had finally been answered. Samantha Pendo was the answer. For 6 months, a day at a time, Lanza and Joseph watched Samantha take her first steps in life. But 6 months later, this bundle of joy will turn into a night of terror. Terror in the hands of police officers.
Saa 7 ya usiku, nikasikia my neighbor John Ogoma akipiga kelele na lia kabisa. Msiniue, nilikuwa kwa nyumba nalala. Msiniue. Nasikia akimwambia nyamaza, nyamaza. Nyinyi ndio mnajifanya nyinyi ni watu wa baba. Baba anawasaidia na nini? Nikamsha mzee wangu nikamwambia ya watu tunaenda kufa kwa nyumba. Hao watu wako hapa nje. Akaniambia usipige kelele, don't shout. Wewe nyamaza tu wataingia. Akaniambia rudi ulale. So by the time nilikuwa narudi kwa kitanda nilale, sijapanda hata kitanda. Nasikia hao wakigonga mlango wanapiga teke. Fungueni mlango. Fungueni mlango. Fungua. Nikaambia mzee wangu ya tufanyaje? Akaambia don't worry, you just nyamaza.
During the day, Kisumu City had experienced running battles between protesters and anti-riot police officers. The battles picked up proper when the Independent and Electoral Boundaries Commission declared Uhuru Kenyatta the winner of the disputed August 8th general election.
We had a noise coming from our neighbor, immediate neighbor. We heard the door, bang, and then noise. He was screaming, saying, "Afisa, afande, nimefanya nini? Wacha kunipiga tafadhali, nimefanya nini?" Najua. So he was being beaten. And then my wife told me that today, these people will kill us in this house.
Unaware if the screams were coming from inside their neighbor's house, the couple moved fast and placed a seat against the door, the only defense mechanism at the moment. Terrified, they waited.
One of the police officers says that, "Bana, unajua tumepewa order ya shoot to kill," while they are cocking the gun. Wakikuwa sikia wenye wanacock hiyo bunduki, she was terrified. Akaniambia, "Open the door." Nikamwambia, "I don't think they will shoot. They are just bluffing." So immediately, another person said, "No, you don't need to use that on these people. They'll definitely come outside." And then we had something dropping inside the house. And then after dropping, this go poof. Then as my wife says, "Just say, open the door. For sure, these people Now they're serious. Just open the door.
Hapo tu kidogo nikasikia kiscream. Nikamwambia nini mbaya, kwa sababu nilikuwa nasikia nje wakimwambia hawa wajinga hataki kufungua mlango, watafungua mlango. Kok. Nikasema yawa. Kwa hati yangu sasa nikaanza kutetemeka, nikasema anda kushutiwa. Kwa sababu by that time yeye alikuwa tu amelala hapo chini na nilikuwa na huyo msichana wangu mdogo na huyo wa 8 years kwa kitanda.
By this time, images were emerging on social media of police officers moving from one homestay to another, trying to gain entry into residents' houses. A change of strategy of containing and restricting movement.
Dawa kidogo nashtukia akipiga kelele, ai, nikaambia nini mbaya? Umeshutiwa? Akaniambia hapana, watu wamerushatia gas.
Joseph says he somehow found the lock on his door, opened it, and straight into the hands of armed police officers with clubs.
I come out surrendering. They were beating me here, around four of them, 5. Just here, beside my door here.
The mother, who had placed Baby Pendo under the bed, eyes staring and struggling to stay open from the stinging fumes of the tear gas, found her daughter held her in her hands, and just like the husband, she ran straight into the shouting police officers.
Sasa vile natoka tu hivi, kulikuwa na one of the officers alikuwa hapa, akaniambia pita. Sasa vile nilikuwa napita, mmoja akatoka huko, akaanza kunichapa. Vile alinichapa I blocked. Kwa sababu nilikuwa nimebeba mtoto, nika block hivi. Nikamwambia tafadhali msinipige, nikana mtoto akusikia. Sasa mmoja akanipiga nyuma on my buttocks, nikashtuka. Sasa vile nilishtuka, huyu akazidi kunichapa. Vile alinichapa kumbe ikachapa mtoto.
Just as if to defend our child from imminent clobbering, a club intended for the mother's head landed on the 6-month-old baby. The child made a whimper, gasped for air, and went quiet.
By that time nilikuwa naenda kwa babake, bado babake anachapwa tu hapa. I have to squeeze myself from hao watu. Nilisqueeze to myself, hata wananipiga na naenda nikampea mtoto. Nikamwambia ndo hao wameua mtoto.
The mother was holding in her hands a motionless being, an infant who had hours earlier smiled to sleep.
She came crying towards me while I was being beaten and tell me, Jose, wameua mtoto. When I hear that, wameua mtoto, I gathered the effort, the courage to come up. When I came up, I held my daughter and I see those foams coming outside her mouth. So I was like, mbona mnunulia mtoto? Like I was crying. And then from there, that point is when they stopped beating me. One of the officers say, twendeni.
Realizing what they had just done, Joseph says some police officers wanted to leave the scene of their crime.
And the one officer told me, would you kufanya first aid? Kamwambia, me, I don't know how to do a first aid. And then he told me, can you do mouth to mouth? He said, mouth to mouth. Yeah. Puliza mdomake, kisha uvute. Hizo kwa mapua yake. Atarudi sawa.
After administering some first aid on the infant, Pendo came about for some minutes before going quiet again. The armed police officers were still shouting at the couple, a terrified lot. They were left with the motionless child as the heavily armed police officers left the scene of their crime.
She was unconscious and she had a bump on the left head, a big swelling. And she was immediately, started on treatment. She was thereafter admitted to ICU, where treatment is ongoing. She's remained critical with obvious signs of head injury, and the team is working on, getting her back, but she's quite ill.
The father and mother of Samantha Pendo did not take part in the riot. The father says he stayed at home to take care of his family, but anti-riot police officers had a different story. Case Files takes a short break.